You're listening to the Smarter Moms Online Podcast, episode number 12. Welcome to the Smarter Moms Online Podcast, where you learn how to increase your revenue and your reputation in your online business. I'm your host, Ashlyn Tengon, and if you're ready to work smarter and not harder, then let's get started. What's going on, guys? It is so good to be back with you again this week. And I know I say that in almost every single episode, but I really mean it because sometimes I record these episodes the night before it's due, kind of like what I'm doing tonight. And it can be hard because sometimes I feel like I'm not going to get the episode recorded and edited on time before it's supposed to be released, where I'll get to the point where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't even publish it. Like maybe there just won't be an episode this week, but hey, I'm still here. So today we're getting a bit controversial up in here because we're talking about closet clear out, which is an event held by Poshmark, and why it doesn't work. That's right, I said it. And this is such a coincidence because today it just so happens to be a closet clear out day on Poshmark. I went into my app and I got that notification up at the top like closet clear out day is here, and I was like, what a coincidence, because today's episode is about closet clear out. So first, we're going to discuss what closet clear out is. Then we'll go into how closet clear out differs from offers to likers. And then finally, we'll talk about why closet clear out doesn't work. So before we get into all the juicy details, I want to give a closet shout out to Aviva, who left a 5-star iTunes review titled, "I really love this." And she says, "I love this podcast," and she put love in all caps. "She is so positive and inspiring, and these tips are really helpful and clearly communicated. I just binged all the episodes, and I only do that when I'm really hooked." Aviva Viva, you are the bomb, diva. Thank you for that amazing review. I can't believe you binged on all the episodes, girl. Guys, go check out her closet. She's at Aviva Viva on Poshmark, and that's AVIVA. And she has some gorgeous dresses and shoes in her closet. Like, I just got out of there and I was like, whoa, these are really nice. I don't know where I would wear them to, but they look really pretty. And hey, if you would like a chance to be featured on the closet shoutout segment on a future episode, just head on over to iTunes and leave a review for the podcast. It's so easy. Okay, let's dive right into today's show. So what exactly is closet clear out? If you're new to Poshmark, you've probably seen this banner at the top of your notifications tab, or if you're super brand new, this is probably your first time hearing about it. So, Closet Clear Out is an event held by Poshmark where sellers are encouraged to drop their prices by at least 10% of the lowest historical price, and buyers can get discounted shipping for a set amount of hours. And at the time of this recording, it's currently for 6 hours. So Poshmark will pay the price of the reduced shipping instead of the seller, and they'll send a notification to everyone who has liked your item when you publicly lower your price by at least 10% of the lowest historical price. Does that make sense? It's kind of a mouthful of words to say. Now, one more thing to add in there is that the final selling price must be a minimum of $10. So, how is that How is that different from offers to likers? Because this is something that people were like, well, doesn't this kind of defeat the purpose? And to answer that, I say yes and no, because there are little variations to it. So closet clear out is when sellers publicly lower their prices to everyone who has liked a listing. Poshmark will pick up the discounted shipping, which really is just $1.50, but it's understandable that that can eat into a seller's profits. And then offers to likers is when sellers privately lower their prices to everyone who has liked a listing, but Poshmark won't cover that reduced shipping. Sellers must also offer a shipping discount, but unlike Closet Clearout, Poshmark won't pay for the reduced shipping. Now, additionally, offers to likers lasts for 24 hours, whereas Closet Clearout lasts for 6 hours. Those are the differences between the two. So either way, the buyer is still getting a discount, but these events give sellers the opportunity to have private and public flash sales. So quite a while ago, I had posted a poll in my Facebook group asking everyone, does Closet Clearout bring you any sales? And get this, a whopping 73% of them said, no, it doesn't. So I want to know from those of you listening to this episode, on a scale from 1 to 10, how successful would you say Closet Clearout has been for you? Hit me up on Instagram at poshwithashlyn and let me know. So now we're going to dive into why Closet Clearout doesn't work. But first, I want to share a bit of a background story. So what Poshmark does is they encourage their sellers to build up the amount of likes they receive on an item so that when you drop your prices, you increase the chances of that item being sold, because Poshmark is shooting out notifications to every single person who has liked your item. So there are 3 reasons why this doesn't work effectively. Are you ready? You don't need to take notes because all of this is in the show notes at smartermomsonline.com/12. So number 1, shopping is a psychological activity. So if a seller builds up their likes while waiting for the next Closet Clearout event, they're actually losing out on money because they're not striking while the iron is hot. As a seller, that's exactly what you want to do. When somebody likes your item, you want to send them an offer shortly after, because if you wait until the next Closet Clearout, which could be a few weeks later, the buyer probably has forgotten about it, no longer wants it, or probably found it somewhere else. And just as a side note, Poshmark doesn't publicly announce when Closet Clearout will be. They just decide, okay, today's Closet Clearout, and then they throw out the announcement right then and there. So it's important for sellers to strike while the iron is hot because shopping is such a psychological activity. As sellers, we need to think how buyers think. What makes buyers want to buy something? We're selling things online. So if you can connect with them in a way that other people aren't doing it, that just puts that connection in your favor. It increases your chances of getting that sale. So with Closet Clearout, since you got to wait until they throw up those days, it actually goes against the whole shopping psychology because buyers aren't really going to care to wait a few weeks later when the item goes on a sale, if it even goes on a sale. Okay, so secondly, this is coming directly from Poshmark's blog. So Closet Clearout is a site-wide movement, which is also how it differentiates from offers to likers. So buyers are actually being overwhelmed by their notifications about items they've liked that are being reduced in price. And when they get overwhelmed, they tend to just ignore their notifications. So it kind of doesn't matter if you drop your prices to send a notification because they're just going to ignore it and be like, oh my gosh, look at all these notifications happening. I don't want to deal with it anymore. It's just too overwhelming for them. And then finally, sellers can't strategically prepare for Closet Clearout days because Poshmark doesn't give them enough notice to build up their likes. Like I said previously, like Poshmark will announce Closet Clearout days on the days they're actually happening. They don't send out a notice like, hey, just a heads up, Closet Clearout is happening. Like they don't give sellers enough time to build up their likes like they encourage sellers to do. So sellers are feeling like, I gotta lower my prices so that I can make a sale. So yeah, that's the third reason why it doesn't work. And you know, I've seen some sellers use this strategy on Closet Clearout days. They'll drop their prices by 10% so that a notification is sent out to their likers, and then they'll immediately return to their listing and raise the price back up again. And although this may work temporarily, Poshmark already knows what their lowest price was. So if they want Poshmark to cover the discounted shipping the next time closet clear out rolls around, they'll have to reduce the price again from that lowest price they put that first time in order to have another notification sent out to their likers. Now remember, for closet clear out, the lowest final sale price has to be at least $10 in order for your likers to get a notification about a price drop and discounted shipping. So all of that eventually leads down to requiring you to relist your item and rebuild your likes all over again. So those are the reasons why closet clear out doesn't work. To recap real quick, number one, shopping is a psychological activity, so sellers are not striking while the iron is hot. Number two, buyers are being overwhelmed by their notifications, which causes them to ignore the price drops. And number three, the sellers can't strategically prepare for closet clear out because Poshmark doesn't give prior notice. Now, I want to hear your thoughts about closet clear out. Do you agree with the 3 reasons I shared, or do you have a completely different experience? I want to hear it. Hit me up on Instagram. My username is poshwithaShlyn, and tell me what your thoughts are. You can DM me or leave a comment under this episode's newsfeed post, or tag me in a post of yours so that I can see it. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this because I know that there are so many opinions about closet clear out that this would make for an interesting conversation. I don't argue with anyone. I have a very open mind. So if you have an opposing view about today's episode, let me know and holla at your girl. All right. So thanks so much for spending time with me today, guys. I'll talk to you next time. And between now and then, get out there and make those sales. Hey, many Poshmark sellers have trouble increasing their sales. They're told to share their listings often, and that consumes hours of their day. So I have a 4-part framework that helps sellers build a loyal customer base. And when they do this, sales increase. It's the fastest and smartest way to grow your business. If you're ready to start growing your business, then I invite you to join the Smarter Moms online community where you'll build your very first framework so that you can start having your own loyal customer base using my proven formula. Just head over to smartermomsonline.com/SMO. We'll see you inside.